you doing on your feet, woman?
I just needed to make a phone call.
We could have brought the phone to you.
You okay?
And anyway, that's the father's job. They do little enough as it is. Come on, let's get you ready for the ward.
She's actually seen the baby. She won't be able to give her up to the likes of them.
Why do you keep making it a case of us and them?
That's what it is.
But look, they're decent people. They live less than a minute's walk away. There's no reason why we can't all have a part to play in this.
She can't believe her luck, that one. All her Christmases have come at once. It wouldn't surprise me if they planned all this right from the start, right down to Tracy being forced into some kind of marriage of convenience.
Blanche, if you've got something to say, will you please say it to my face?
I were just saying, if Tracy really did marry that gormless man of yours...
Oh, she married him all right.
Well, there's no way she'd do that for her own convenience. She must have been forced into it.
Since when has Tracy been forced into anything?
Oh, come on, Hayley. Did you or did you not force my granddaughter into marriage just so that you could get your hands on her baby?
She didn't want the baby. She would have got rid of it if it wasn't for us.
If she changes her mind, will you give up your claim on it?
It's not my claim, it's Roy's.
Will you give it up?
She won't change her mind.
We'll see.
Here we are. Let me take the baby for a sec and you climb into bed.
Close the curtains, will you, Roy? I feel like I'm on a show.
Look, I know it's late and I know visiting time's over, but Tracy's family have been waiting since early this afternoon. Would it be all right if they just popped in for just 5 minutes?
Why do you care about them?
Well, they've a right to share our joy. They're very worried about you.
Don't you feel up to it, love?
I don't think we'll get rid of them otherwise.
I can send them away.
No, it's okay. I want to see my mum.
5 minutes then, and I mean 5 minutes. Tracy's had a long day.
I'll just go and get them.
I had to run Tracy to the hospital today. The water's broke.
Is she alright?
I don't know, I think so.
Yeah, Andy rang when I got back, so I was telling him about Walcott Manor and he said he was going to go up on Friday with your mum.
It's a shame your dad won't be there.
Well, I think your mother's quite enough, Steve. Men in handcuffs don't really look good on my wedding photographs.
I miss him sometimes, you know.
Have you been drinking?
No, it'd just be nice to go for a pint with him every now and again.
Well, if he hadn't got caught up in that Blackpool fiasco, then maybe they might let him out for the day.
The only reason he's inside in the first place because he was sticking up for me, doing what any dad worth his salt would do.
Steve, how many have you had?
None, I've told you I'm working.
Look, baby, I'm really sorry your dad's not going to be there. But well, let's not let it spoil our day, eh? Because everyone else is going to be there. And it's going to be unbelievable. Because everyone is going to be talking about our wedding for years to come. So they will.
Karen, it's not funny. I just want to talk to him. I can't even give him a ring.
Tracy, how are you, love?
Okay.
Oh, she's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous.
She reminds me of my mother.
Don't start, Blanche.
Do you mind if I pick her up, Tracy?
Yeah, be my guest.
Oh, I'm not sure if you should disturb her.
I won't disturb her.
Mind her head.
Right, just look this way while I take your picture. That's it, smile.
Ken, would you mind taking one of me and Hayley together?
Don't you dare touch that camera.
You've had her all day. Don't you think it's time you gave someone else a go?
Just one quick snap.
We have plenty of time for photographs later.
I'll give it here, I'll take it.
Oh, thank you.
Are you sure? I said I'll take it. Just get it over with. Well, you're going to have to step back a bit. just press the button.
Look, you're upsetting her. How dare you do that after what she's just been through?
Give me the baby.
Did you really marry this man?
Sorry, it just came out.
Have you honestly taken things that far, Tracy?
Look, if you're all going to start having a go at me, I'm going to call the staff and I'm going to get them to throw you all out, okay?
Right, you stay here. I'll get the car.
soon as I saw her, Roy, I knew that all the suffering, everything that Tracy had put us through was worth it in the end.
And what about Tracy's suffering, eh?
Well, I know she's been through a lot.
And what about our suffering, come to that? As my daughter and my granddaughter in there.
We respect that, Deirdre, and we won't forget her.
Neither will I.
Look, you and Ken can see her as often as you wish. You've been very good to us, and well, we've no intention of keeping you apart from her.
And I'm sorry if I spoke out of turn. I should have thought.
I can't believe she's going to turn her back on her own daughter.
Look, you saw what she was like in there. The sight of them two with that baby reduced her to tears. This isn't over by a long way yet. There isn't room for 5 in here, so you two had best make your own way home.
Sorry, Roy, but it will be a bit of a squeeze.
It's okay, we'll get a taxi.
Actually, Roy, I think that's Steve McDonald over there.
Oh, right. Steve? Steve? It's a girl.
Is it? Congratulations.
She is absolutely beautiful.
We're both over the moon, aren't we?
Oh, she's gorgeous, Steve. You'll have to see her.
It has been the most incredible experience of my life, and I'd like to thank you for your part in it.
Welcome.
Well, actually, Steve, it's lucky we've seen you. You couldn't give us a lift home, could you?
Well, I'm waiting for somebody. It's a booking. I can only take telephone bookings.
Oh. Well, never mind. There's a rank round the corner. Good night, Steve.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, and thanks again.
Tracy. Tracy.
What?
There's a man outside. Says he wants to see you. Says he's the father.
What's his name?
McDonald. Steve McDonald.
Oh, right, yeah, we'll let him in.
Okay, just don't disturb anyone.
Right, thanks. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Well, I'd have been here sooner, but I had to wait for the coast to clear.
Yeah, well, you're here now, and, well, that's all that matters.
So this is her, then?
Yeah. Pick her up.
No.
It might be the only chance you get, Steve. Pick her up.
I don't want to.
What are you afraid of? I'm not going to tell anyone. No one will find out.
I was afraid you were going to tell Roy on the way here.
I was hoping you would.
Will you be passing the book more like?
Take her. Just for a couple of minutes. I need to know how you feel, Steve. How you really feel. Before I make my final decision.
Roy, come to bed.
Oh, I'm far too excited to sleep, Hayley. And I want to get this set up in case the baby comes home tomorrow.
Well, she'll be in for at least a couple more days.
I hope it won't be too long.
Me too.
And the longer Tracy spends alone with her, the harder it'll be to give her up when the time comes.
Don't forget us. Forget the croppers. What's best for her?
I don't know.
To grow up with a real mother and father. Isn't that it? Isn't that what's best for any baby?
Look, there's no future for me and you, if that's what you're thinking.
What, not even as her mum and dad?
No.
Only as a mum and dad. Bringing her up between us.
You want to tell Roy, don't you?
Oh, I don't know what I want.
I know you don't want to go through with this. I could tell that on the way here.
Yeah, and I don't want to be left holding the baby either. I'm not my own.
Why did I ever trust you?
You know, if the truth comes out, I lose a hell of a lot.
No, I lose a hell of a lot. I lose my wife, the woman I love, all the money I put towards this wedding, which won't happen. You don't lose anything. You gain.
Oh, it's not as simple as that.
You gain a baby. You get your claws into me for the next 18 years.
Yeah, and I lose 25 grand.
What?
when I get out of here. And I hand the baby to the croppers. They're giving me the final instalment of £25,000 they paid for me to marry Roy and give the baby to him.
You married Roy?
Yeah, so that he could have rights to her. And I'm selling her to him.
Oh, well, that's sick.
Yeah, I know that.
That is sick.
Yeah, and it's illegal and all. But the plan was to take the money and get out of here. Start again somewhere else.
That's dirty money, Tracy. Dirty, filthy money.
Yes, I know.
Well, you can't do it.
No. What I can't do, what I really can't do is stay around here and watch the croppers bring up my baby.
So you're just going to tell them the truth no matter what I say?
No. Because the other thing I can't do is bring her up on my own. I'm not cut out to be a mother, Steve. I need your help. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about being there for your baby. Now, for all I know, if the truth came out, I could go to jail. I could lose the £25,000 and I could lose the baby and all. Do you know, I am willing to risk that. If I knew that you would look after her if the worst came for the worst. And I knew that you were willing to play a part in her life and to risk your stupid wedding so she could grow up knowing who the real father is.
Well, what if I'm not willing?
Well, if you turn your back on her, so will I. I'll take the croppers' money and I'll run.
Oh, you just take the money and go?
Yeah, you'll never see me again.
And you really think you could do that?
No, what I couldn't do is stay around here and watch them bring her up. Stand back and watch them day by day turning her into a tiny little oddball version of themselves. Could you?
Well, you won't even come back? Just out of curiosity?
I couldn't bear it.
So the baby grows up thinking that Roy's its daddy and nobody else knows?
Yeah, well, you'd know. Could you live with it? Look, come on, Steve. It's her or Karen. What's more important to you?
I love Karen.
Yeah, what about her?
Well, I don't know her.
Yeah, well, you'll get to know her. Steve will grow to love her. It's up to you.
Well, I could lose Karen.
Yeah, and I could lose £25,000.
You're just passing the book now.
No, I'm not. I'm sharing the responsibility. She's your flesh and blood too, Steve. What are you going to do?
Let's give it to the croppers.